Hey y'all, I just want to tell y'all something. I went to a women's conference the other week, and last month, let me go back a little bit. I ordered some books, my books, and if you haven't written a book and you don't know how it works, well, you have to order your books and you have to pay for them books that you order. Those books ain't free. Even though you wrote the book, you still got to pay somebody to print the books for you. So anytime I have a little extra cash, I'll try to stock up on my books. Because one thing I can say, honey, if I ever get laid off from work, and that's happened to me before, where I didn't have a job, no work on my job, and they didn't put me on the schedule, honey, so I had them books, and baby, them books worked out for me because I was able to sell my books and make me have some income. Because I don't like asking nobody for nothing, honey, because people get tired of you. Do you understand me? I don't care who it is. Folk get tired of you. So anyway, I try to take care of myself and take care of my own business. So I always try to keep my books available. So, if I'm out of work, I don't have no work, honey, I can fall back on my books and just set up anywhere and sell them. But anyway, what I was coming on here to say is this. So the other week when I went to the women's conference, I was going to take like 5 books. And Holy Spirit, I know it's Holy Spirit now, spoke to me and said, take the whole box. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to take the whole box of books because nobody probably ain't gonna buy the books. Listen at my mentality. Sometimes you got to get out your own head. And a lot of times this is what the Lord taught me. When you live in a certain environment for so long, even though you know there's better, you know there's greater, you know there's more, sometimes you'll begin to adapt to the thinking, to the mentality of your environment, even though you know there's more, you know there's better. So that's the mindset I had on before I went to that women's conference. I was like, no, ain't nobody really gonna buy this book. Because I hear that a lot, where I live, some people know about my book and they ready for me to go on to the next book. They get tired of me talking about my book and, Lord, she talking about that book again. But see, I know everybody ain't heard about my book. So my mentality was, you back, Stank? Yeah. Girl, that was quick. I'm making a video right quick though. I'll talk in just a minute. I'm making a video. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And so anyway, my mentality was ain't nobody gonna really probably buy that book, and I'm just gonna take 5 just in case somebody want to, get a book. I have a couple books. So I hear the Holy Spirit say again, take the whole box of books. And I said, no, Lord, I'm not taking the whole box of books. Because, people not gonna probably want, my book, and probably I'm not on a program for anything. They don't know nothing about it. So, but just in case, so a lot of times when I go to conferences, I will run into 1 or 2 people that may have, heard about my book and want the book. So I'll try to keep a couple copies around. But I did not listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit speaking to me because I was caught up in my mentality. Ain't nobody want the book. Plus, ain't nobody got no money to be get the book. Sometimes you got to understand, just because you broke on a Wednesday event don't mean everybody broke on Wednesday. Just because you might live paycheck to paycheck, guess what? Everybody else don't live paycheck to paycheck. We also have to get out of that mentality. A lot of times we'll project what we're going through and how we live, and we think everybody live like, no, everybody don't live like that. Some people got plenty of money, and they got it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and twice on Sunday. That's how some folk reality is. But when you just thinking about your reality, you'll begin to move in your business by your mentality and by how you living and moving in your environment. You got to get out of that. So anyway, went to the women's conference. It was wonderful. So I wanted to give, I only took 5 books. I wanted to give 2 books away. So I spoke with the lady and I said, look, I want to give these 2 books away because they were giving out prizes and stuff to the women. So she said, okay. So she gave out the 2 books. So another lady walked up to me And she said, how much are your books? And I told her the price of my books. She said, how many do you have? I said, well, I only have 3. She was like, you only got 3? I said, yeah. And she seemed to be disappointed that I only had 3. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, give me all 3 of them. If I wouldn't have been in my own mindset and my own thoughts, and if I would have obeyed the voice of God when he told me to take all them books, that woman would have bought every one of my books. I don't know this lady from a can of paint. And I don't know who she is or what she is, but she said, you only got 3. She said, I'll take all 3. She bought all 3, and she told me, she said, I'm going to pass these books out to some ladies that I know. See, but because I was caught up in my, how my living, my financial situation, my mindset, oh, nobody ain't want to, oh, ain't nobody got no money to buy no, but, caused me to miss out on a great blessing. Yes, it did. Caused me to miss out on a great blessing. So that's why I want to encourage you all with your businesses. Whatever business God has given you, don't let where you are, because I'm telling you, not honored in your own town, in your own place of living. It's going to be outside where your blessings going to come from. So be obedient to the voice of God when it comes to your business and what you're going out to do. If God tell you to do something, baby, don't you look back and say, well, no, ain't nobody going to do it. No, ain't nobody in your town might not going to do it. But somebody over in Timbuktu, baby, they waiting on you to come. They waiting on to be a blessing to you. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? That woman was disappointed that I only had 3 books. I promise y'all, if I would have brought all my books, the whole box, she would have probably purchased all of them. But because we got to come up higher in our thinking, higher in our receiving, because everybody don't live like you live. Everybody ain't going through what you going through. God has already blessed people. He got them in places to bless you. So stop making decisions about your life, about your career, about your business, about your finances, about your future, based on where you are now and based on your neighbor, based in your community, based in your society, based on your church. No, baby, God got greater and bigger things for you. And if he say put it on, put it on. If he said pack it up, pack it up. If God said bring it all, bring it all. Bring it all. So I just wanted to encourage us. That was a lesson learned for me, baby. Lesson learned. Get out your own head. Get out your own thoughts. And think higher. Think higher. Because God will take you someplace. But you got to be obedient and listen to him. You are not your environment. You are not your family. You are not your community. Your job. No. You belong to God. And if you've given your business, if you've given your gift to God, baby, he going to make room for you. Room for you. And I think, baby, if I would have sold all the books I got, girl, I probably could have got me a down payment on a nice car. Y'all know I need a car. But anyway, I thank God for what took place in the lesson. So you all let this be a lesson for you all too. Obey God and don't base who you are and where God is taking you on your environment and your community. Because you belong to God and he got greater and he got better. All right. Talk to y'all later.